So you are staring at your phone, you are looking at your Go2Bank app, and you are asking the question that everyone asks at some point: where is my money? Or more specifically, how long is it actually going to take for this transfer to hit my account? You need to move money from a regular bank, maybe a Chase or a Wells Fargo or a credit union, and you need it in your Go2Bank account. Maybe you have bills to pay, maybe you're trying to use that debit card, or maybe you just want everything in one place. The short answer is 3 business days. But if you click away now, you are going to miss the massive but that comes with that sentence. Because in the world of banking, 3 days almost never means 72 hours. It is complicated. It depends on how you sent it. It depends on when you sent it. It depends on whether the Federal Reserve is open. And honestly, if you do it the wrong way, you could be waiting a week. If you do it the right way, it could be there in minutes. So for the next few minutes, we are going to break down exactly how long a bank transfer to Go2Bank takes from inside the USA, why the system is built the way it is, and the specific tricks you can use to speed it up. We are going to look at the standard bank transfer, the debit card transfer, the third-party app transfer, and the direct deposit method. By the time we are done, you will know exactly when that money is going to land. Let's start with the most common method. This is what Go2Bank calls a bank transfer. This is when you go into the Go2Bank app, you link your external bank account using your login info, and you pull the money in. You are telling Go2Bank, hey, go to my other bank and grab $50. If you do this, the official timeline is 3 business days. But let's unpack what that actually looks like in real life, because business days is a tricky term. If you initiate that transfer on a Monday morning before the cutoff time, Monday is day 0. Tuesday is day 1. Wednesday is day 2. Thursday is day 3. You should see that money available by Thursday, but Go2Bank has a very specific time they release funds. According to their own policy, funds from a standard bank transfer are typically available by 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on that 3rd business day. That is a crucial detail. 10 p.m. Pacific. If you're on the East Coast, that is 1 a.m. the next day. So if you're sitting there on Thursday afternoon thinking, it's been 3 days, where is my money? You might just be too early. It often processes in the overnight batch. Now, let's talk about the cutoff time. This is the silent killer of transfer speeds. Go2Bank has a cutoff time of roughly 8 p.m. Pacific time. If you hit that transfer button at 8:05 p.m. Pacific on a Monday, you miss the boat. The system doesn't even look at your request until Tuesday. So now, Tuesday is day 0, Wednesday is day 1, Thursday is day 1, Friday is day 3. You just turned a 3-day wait into a 4-day wait just by being 5 minutes late. And then we have the weekends. The banking system in the United States, specifically the Automated Clearinghouse or ACH system, does not work on weekends. It sleeps. If you initiate a transfer on a Friday, even if it's in the morning, Friday is day 0. Saturday doesn't count. Sunday doesn't count. Monday is day 1. Tuesday is day 2. Wednesday is day 3. You initiated the transfer on Friday, but you don't get the money until late Wednesday night. That feels like 5 or 6 days, not 3. But in the eyes of the bank, that is still a 3-day transfer. This is why people get frustrated. They send money on Friday thinking they will have it for the weekend, and they don't see it until the middle of next week. It is not a glitch, it is just how the old school banking rails work. So why is it so slow? Why can we send an email instantly around the world, but moving money takes days? It's because when you do a standard transfer, you aren't actually moving digital cash instantly. You are sending a request to a clearinghouse. Go2Bank sends a message to the Federal Reserve, which sends a message to your other bank saying, hey, is this money real? Your other bank has to say, yes, the money is real, we are deducting it now. Then they send it back to the clearinghouse, which sends it to Go2Bank. This happens in big batches, usually once a day. It is a safety measure to prevent fraud, but it is painfully slow for us in the modern world. But let's say you don't have 3 days. Let's say you need money right now. You are standing at the grocery store checkout, or your rent is due at midnight. You cannot wait for the ACH batch process. Is there a faster way? Yes, there is. Go2Bank, like many modern fintech banks, offers a debit card transfer. This is different from a bank transfer. Instead of linking your bank account number and routing number, you link the debit card from your other bank. So if you have a Wells Fargo debit card, you type those 16 digits into your Go2Bank app. When you move money this way, it is not using the slow ACH rails. It is using the Visa or MasterCard network. It is treated almost like a refund or a purchase reversal. Because these networks are designed for instant authorization, the speed is drastically different. A debit card transfer typically takes minutes. You hit the button, and usually, within 30 minutes, often instantly, the money is in your Go2Bank account and ready to spend. However, there is a catch. There is always a catch. The standard bank transfer, the slow one, is usually free. Go2Bank doesn't charge you to pull money in via ACH. But the debit card transfer, that is a convenience, and you pay for convenience. There is usually a fee associated with instant debit card transfers. It might be a percentage of the transfer amount or a flat fee, depending on the current terms, but you will see that fee before you hit confirm. You have to ask yourself, is getting this money 3 days early worth paying a few dollars? In an emergency, the answer is usually yes. Now, let's talk about a third way. What if you are pushing money from the outside? Everything we have discussed so far is pulling money. You are inside the Go2Bank app, asking it to go get money. But what if you are on your Chase app or your Bank of America app and you want to push money to Go2Bank? This timeline depends entirely on the other bank. Go2Bank is ready to receive money 24/7. They don't hold it. As soon as it arrives, they post it. But your other bank might be slow. If you use bill pay or external transfer from a traditional big bank, they are often using that same slow ACH network. So you are back to the 1 to 3 business day timeline. Some big banks now offer real-time payments, or RTP. If your other bank supports RTP and recognizes Go2Bank as a valid recipient, that transfer could be instant, but you have to check with the sending bank. Go2Bank is just the receiver here. They can't speed up the sender. There is another variation of this, third-party apps. I'm talking about Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. Go2Bank doesn't natively integrate with Zelle in the same way a big bank does, but you can often link your Go2Bank debit card to these apps. If you have money in your Cash App balance and you want it in Go2Bank, you have 2 choices. You can do the standard cash out to your Go2Bank routing number. That takes 1 to 3 business days. Again, we are back to that slow ACH timeline. Or you can do the instant cash out to your Go2Bank debit card. This is the fastest way for most people who work in the gig economy or get paid via these apps. You pay the instant fee on Cash App or Venmo, usually 1.5% or something similar, and it hits your Go2Bank card instantly. This works because, again, it is using the debit card rails, not the bank account rails. Now we have to talk about the absolute best case scenario, the holy grail of transfer times. Direct deposit. If you are trying to move money from your employer to Go2Bank, you are in a different category. Go2Bank, like many competitors, offers early direct deposit. Normally, when your employer runs payroll, they send the file on a Wednesday for a Friday payday. Traditional banks see that file on Wednesday, but they sit on the money until Friday because that is the settlement date. They hold it to earn a tiny bit of interest or just because that is how they have always done it. Go2Bank does not do that. As soon as they get the notification from the Federal Reserve that a payroll file is coming with your name on it, they credit your account. They essentially front you the money before they even officially get it. This means if you are transferring money via payroll, it can arrive up to 2 days early. If your coworkers get paid on Friday, you might see that money in your Go2Bank account on Wednesday afternoon or Thursday morning. This isn't a transfer you initiate, but it is the fastest way to get money into the account on a recurring basis. So let's summarize the timeline because it can get confusing. If you need the money right now, this second, do not use the bank transfer button. Link a debit card and pay the fee. Or use a third-party app like Cash App, link your Go2Bank debit card, and pay the instant fee there. That takes minutes. If you can wait and you want it to be free, use the bank transfer feature inside the app. But you must respect the math of the business days. Monday before 8 p.m., you get it Thursday night. Tuesday before 8 p.m., you get it Friday night. Wednesday before 8 p.m., you get it Monday night. Thursday before 8 p.m., you get it Tuesday night. Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, you get it Wednesday night. And remember the holidays. If Monday is a federal holiday, like Labor Day or Memorial Day, the banks are closed. That adds a whole extra 24 hours to everything I just said. A transfer that usually takes 3 days might take 4 or 5 if a holiday lands in the middle. One final thing that can slow this down: new accounts. If you just opened your Go2Bank account yesterday and you are trying to pull in a large amount of money, say $1,000, from a bank account you just linked, Go2Bank's security algorithms might pause. They might hold that transfer for an extra day or two to verify that you are actually you and that the other bank account actually belongs to you. This is a fraud prevention measure. It is annoying, but it happens. If your transfer is pending for longer than 3 days, this is usually why. They aren't lost, they are just double-checking. Also, make sure the names match. If your Go2Bank account is in the name John Smith and you try to pull money from a Wells Fargo account named Jane Doe, that transfer will likely be rejected or held for a long time. The banking system hates it when names don't match perfectly. It looks like money laundering to them. So always transfer between accounts that have your name on them. To wrap this up, moving money in the USA is a mix of ancient technology and modern workarounds. The ancient technology, the ACH transfer, takes 3 business days. It is slow, reliable, and free. The modern workaround, the debit card transfer, is instant, convenient, and costs a fee. Knowing which one to use depends on how desperate you are for that cash. If you plan ahead, you can save the fees and just wait the 3 days. If you are in a pinch, the debit card option is a lifesaver. Hopefully, that clears up the mystery of the missing money. It's on its way. It's just probably stuck in a batch file somewhere, waiting for the sun to rise on the next business day. Thanks for listening, and good luck with your transfer.